Yo, what's up guys? We got PokeaimMD here with some nice standard OU Showdown Live. We're gonna be using this team that Finchinator made, I believe. I think he made it with Seeders, or Finch made it and used. I know Finch made this and used this, right? I know he used it in Snake Draft, but besides that, I don't know too much else about it. I've tested it a couple times though. We have Double Punch, Mega Tyranitar. I love how Mega Tyranitar got so much better in Sun and Moon than how it was in Oras, and that's mainly because of what threats were running around and what's super common and whatnot. We have defensive Landorus, Therian form. We have Scarf Greninja with spikes. Choice Band Tapu Bulu. That's really why I want to use this team. I just want to click Woodhammer. I really do. Defog SD, FightMZ Kartana, and then Assault Vest Magearna. So, team itself, standard but cool. CB Bulu is really making a return, I feel like, because unless you have Venusaur or Celesteela, I guess, or Skarmory as well, I'm actually just clicking Woodhammer, and I'm getting a kill in OU. But we actually got some new information on Ultra Sun and Moon, which I thought was pretty cool. It was confirmed that they would be the last main line Pokemon games for the 3DS. So this was confirmed earlier today. And I mean, this is pretty cool because this does mean that we are finally moving on from this system. And even though it means we all have to buy a new one, when have we not have to buy a new one? Like, I started off with a Game Boy Pocket, and then I got the Game Boy Advance, then I got the SP, then I got the DS, then I got the 3DS, and you know, I got to switch back there in the box waiting for some Pokemon. So I get to click Woodhammer versus my opponent, which is really cool. I can see Tyranitar sleeping in the late game. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, it's not like the Switch is a bad console anyway. Mario Odyssey about to come out. I'm definitely going to play Breath of the Wild too on my stream. Alright, let's see how we play versus this guy. I would lead Greninja or Lopunny. Mainly because if Greninja is Choice Scarf, though it doesn't have to be, like the double Tapu makes me think that this might be Scarf. Defog, which also makes me believe that this might be Battle Bond. But it also could be HP Fire to help open up a door for Lele. Either way, I'm leading off my Magearna. I think it gives me the best lead possible versus like the bigger threats from my opponent. These two, this, and if he leads Lopunny, I can just switch hard into Landorus, so it's not a big deal. If he leads Landorus, I can switch hard into Landorus. So again, it's not a huge deal. And once I weaken Lele and even just get rid of Lopunny, like Lopunny is one of the things that's actually stopping Mega Tyranitar. Once I get rid of that, I'm in a good situation. So leads Lopunny. I guess people are on Ironhead because that deals with Shift Gear Magearna. I'm not a big fan. We're going to direct Landorus here though. Expect a fake out. High Jump Kick could come out too, but that'd be pretty... I mean, I would understand that because you do have Greninja and Lele, but figure fake out. So, I'm going to take a ton of damage there, and what we can do is just get up our rocks. Even if you Ice Punch, that doesn't matter. Like, Lopunny's almost in range of a +1 Tyranitar. Decides to go out into his Landorus. We're going to see if you're faster than me, which you are not, so I should be able to 2-KO you. What I was thinking about doing, though, is if my opponent wasn't faster than me, was going directly into Bulu here and knocking him out with the Woodhammer. But I'm actually just going to U-turn right now. I don't think you should stay in with your Landorus. Okay. Don't agree with that play at all, but, you know, I don't really think you should stay in with Landorus. Why would you sack it this early on in the game? Maybe you thought it was a speed tie. Mainly my objection, or my thought process was, if he switches into Tangrowth, I would just want to get in something and just start hitting hard. But we'll go Bulu. This could be bad if it's Supersonic Sky Strike coming out. But would you be defensive Supersonic Sky Strike? I don't think so. Just goes for U-turn. Yeah, I don't agree with the Landorus sack so early, in my opinion. But that's fine. Either way, I don't think Landorus is a threat anymore. It literally dies to every attack from all my Mons. It can't even come in on probably like an HP Fire from Magearna. Actually, it probably takes like 23 from HP Fire, so it probably could come in. But at least Bulu keeps out Feeny. Tangrowth could come in, but Tangrowth doesn't beat me unless it has Sludge Bomb, which I can just Horn Leech on. Which is why I was surprised that my opponent opted to stay in and go for a U-turn of their own, as opposed to getting in Greninja itself. But if Greninja does come in, for example, I'm going to go Magearna. We got the grassy terrain recovering me on top of my, you know, Assault Vest boosting me. It's funny enough, but if I get rid of Landorus, I can potentially sweep a Gunk Shot from my Greninja. How much attack investment I have? Yeah, I'm max attack investment. If Gunk Shot lands, which is 80 versus, you know, the Focus Blast 70, I can actually sweep with that. That's funny. So that's something to keep in mind. Like, it's not over even if I lose all my Pokemon because Greninja could still win. Okay, if I lose all my Pokemon, it's over. But ideally, that's not the case. So Greninja comes in. Ice Beam, HP Fire, doesn't matter. Magearna takes it. And we got the Grass Terrain. Could go for Spike too. Goes for U-turn, so that leads me to believe that you are indeed Choice Scarf Greninja. And that's good because that means that Lele is more than likely not Scarf. It could be double Scarf though. It could definitely be double Scarf. Something to keep in mind. Also, he could also have Scarf Low Kick. So, but I might set up Tyranitar just to find out this thing's moveset. I'm assuming U-turn, Ice Beam. That's a given. And Gunk Shot's typically a given. Goes down to Feeny right here. I'm not gonna let you Nature's Madness me. I'd rather go Kartana and let this thing get hit and weaken you. Opts to go for Taunt, which is actually a little bit annoying because I wanted to SD up here, but we'll just go for Leaf Blade. Relatively safe. It will be able to knock out Landorus if he goes directly into that. Tangrowth should come out and it'll probably reveal the HP Fire, which is annoying, but which is why I want to SD up because I probably could have knocked you out all out Pummeling, depending on if I take Rocky Helmet damage. Yeah, I don't. How much does all out Pummeling even do from this thing? Let's calc with a handy dandy calculator. I should have already had this imported. Like, how many times have I recorded? By the way, tomorrow, either NU or RU Road's top 10. Not 100% sure. What's this mon called? Kartana. These chopsticks, man. These chopsticks are so good. Tangrowth. Oh, you Assault Vest. Alright, let's see. Leaf Blade did that. Sacred Sword does that. All out Pummeling does not kill. Even if I get rid of this, it doesn't kill. Alright, so an HP Fire more than likely coming out. Do I want Tangrowth to go weaken? Actually, I don't mind Tyranitar taking a hit this early. Especially if he goes for HP Fire there. He could just Giga Drain. But goes for Knock. And I can just Mega Evolve right here. And honestly, I'm just going to threaten him with an Ice Punch. I'm not going to bother predicting. I'm not going to start Dragon Dancing up because I want to get rid of the Landorus, at least early on. That way he can't block me. And this will 2-hit KO Tangrowth as well. And if he goes Feeny, Feeny's kind of setup fodder for me, isn't it? And if he goes directly into Lopunny, we weaken that for Gunk Shot. Like I said, Gunk Shot could potentially win in the late game, so I'm not sure. I could have played Tyranitar differently, though. But I don't want Landorus getting weakened, or at least more weakened, because I want it to switch in on Lopunny more. Especially if Lopunny opts to come in right now on the punch. It's almost in range of my attack or my Rocky Helmet, rather. Excuse me. Let me elaborate a little bit. I'm so hyped, man, for Ultra Sun and Moon. The fact that the game's going to be longer, maybe that means a story will be longer too, but hopefully they don't hold my hand the entire time. I doubt it. It's Nintendo. Maybe one day we'll get a game for us older people. So, hard Landorus, yep, as expected. So we'll get rid of that. And now, no longer will there be a Rocky Helmet mon for my Tyranitar. Obviously, Tyranitar has been severely weakened, but we also get rid of the rocks from my opponent. So if he does have, or if my opponent opts to defog, I can get my rocks back up, whereas my opponent can't. So a few plays my opponent can make here. Greninja is definitely one of them. Lopunny as well. Lopunny is actually odd because are you gonna Ice Punch predicting my Landorus to want to come out? I mean, either way, I'm always going Landorus. It's literally here for this Pokemon and nothing else. So I will always go Landorus on this Lopunny. Even if you double, like you just took some extra rocks damage right now. He might double, though. I can see him doubling into Greninja. I don't think you actually had Jump Kick here ever, but because I'm -1, I won't stay and Ice Punch you. They just Ice Punched me. Yeah, take some extra damage. That boy is at half. That is all I needed. So, even if you Power Punch or whatever, I can just Earthquake here. Doesn't matter if you go Tangrowth. And if Lopunny opts to stay in, it is severely weakened and can no longer come in on... even Greninja's U-turn is going to start wearing it down. So, get rid of that Lopunny. Nice. And I can see you had Jump Kicking my Magearna. Let me just make sure that Tapu Bulu doesn't die to a -1 because I like Bulu a lot right now because I just get a bunch of recovery. I don't think it dies at the range it's at. Okay, it barely dies at neutral. Alright, so go Bulu now. And honestly, just gonna Horn Leech up. Keep Lopunny out. I'm trying to win with Greninja anyway, so keep Lopunny out. I could Mega Horn right here too. It's actually not a bad play at all. Only if it knocks out Tangrowth though, but yeah, we're gonna go for it. Why not? Let me make a prediction here. Let me make a read. How much you do to Tangrowth? I'm clicking it anyway, but wow. Hell yeah, we're clicking it right now. It also will get rid of Lopunny if it opts to connect. So hard Tangrowth, let's go. Let's go, Bulu. Only play I've made all game. Nice. So we get rid of the Tangrowth. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I guess Lele might want to come out now, but then I'm gonna start Volt Switching on everything, which is why I wanted to get rid of Tangrowth. So like he had no switch-ins at all. This is why I love Bulu, man. Tangrowth ain't even an answer. I could probably Horn Leech and beat Tangrowth 1v1. Like, look how much this does. 30 to 35%, whereas your HP Fire is doing pretty much the same, or HP Ice is doing pretty much the same, right? Recovers between 20. I love how it does this, by the way. Love how it tells us this now. I think that's so good. That's so cool. This first game taking a while too. Already almost at the 15-minute mark. Main reason I didn't want to go Magearna there is because while I could have probably gotten the KO with Volt Switch or any attack, I didn't want my opponent to. One, I'm going hard Kartana right now. I didn't want my opponent to weaken me to the point of potentially losing to Greninja. So Moonblast comes out, and this means that I get my kill now with Leaf Blade, or I weaken Tapu Fini with Leaf Blade rather. Probably don't get a kill. If this was Scarf, it would win right here. Oh, I actually do pick up the KO on Fini. Wow. I might not even have to go for. I might not even have to go for a Gunk Shot to win. We'll find out right now if this thing is Scarf. If you are, you have to Psychic me. And if not, you die. Why would you go this over Greninja? Greninja can just Ice Beam and knock me out. Oh, we will find out right now. As he throws off a Moonblast. Okay, so nice and Scarf. Does that knock out Bulu? Definitely shouldn't knock out Magearna. I'm just going to Iron Head. Iron Head will be able to knock out Lopunny if that comes in. I don't have Flash Can. Iron Head should be able to 2-hit KO Lele or get rid of it. And again, Lopunny should go down if that opts to come in. Are you going to low kick me? I feel like low kick would come out if you're Scarf. I'll go Bulu because I don't think at this point Bulu is necessary, but if he does opt to go for low kick or HP Fire, I can get a Tyranitar after and just attack. Like literally just attack. I'm trying to keep my Greninja in the back because it can win late game, you know? I don't know if U-turn there would actually make sense because if I click Iron Head again, you lost the Pokemon, so. Rock Tomb. Well then, so I literally clicked the Horn Leech here and get my kill, which is cool. A Rock Tomb can't even flinch. I like they have that over Rock Slide just because of the miss chance. So Rock Tomb can't flinch. We get rid of Greninja. As Lopunny is more than likely going to come out. But I need to negate Lopunny's recovery, so I'm going to make sure that my Greninja always knocks it out with Ice Beam. Greninja, custom set. And by doing what I mean by that is I'm more than likely 24 to 30. Jesus, nothing. So I'm going to make sure that that the sand cancels out pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Like, the sand cancels out the grassy terrain. Also forcing my opponent to go for potentially Power Up Punch or whatever. That's fine. But just making sure that sand cancels out grassy terrain. That way it's no kill on me. And what I can do is go Greninja. Go for U-turn to ensure that the next U-turn knocks it out. Basically, because Ice Beam doesn't always kill, U-turn puts it in range, and because this is the last turn of grassy terrain, he's actually not recovering at all at the end of this turn. So we've seen all 4 of its movesets. We know no quick attack. There's no chance we could potentially lose this, but we're still going to play it super safe. Or we're going to play the end game most optimally, I feel. Keeping Magearna healthy for the Lele. Opting the U-turn right here. My opponent does switch out. It's fine. I go out into Magearna. I do the exact same thing. And he opts to go out into Lele there. Alright, fine. And I get a crit, which is actually big because that means with my Magearna, I can afford to, well, I don't actually have to do anything. Yeah, that just means I stay in. Just stay in and click Iron Head. Yeah, I mean, I would have stayed in and I clicked Iron Head anyway and got a kill either on this or the Lopunny, but it also means I don't have to switch out into Bulu. I think the end game would have been the exact same thing. This dude's like timing out over here. That did 19, by the way, guys. That's super effective. HP Fire, 19 to Magearna. And this one is always in range of... This Pokemon is always in range of Ice Beam now, as we can see. Right here. So, I can't believe how little that does. Is that... Okay, I don't have Protean on it. Why is my custom set not having Protean? Definitely have Protean on you. I don't understand why the custom set doesn't have Protean already in. I was about to say, like, what? So I didn't even have to do it. I could have just clicked Ice Beam last time and won. But good game, dude. So definitely a long game. But a good one nonetheless. I don't understand why this thing didn't have Protean. Greninja should always have Protean. Why do I have to put that in? Did I import it without Protean? I'm going to start looking for another game. But did I import it without Protean? What the hell? It has Protean right there. Why is that not shown on my custom set? It makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. Alright, fine. Look for another game. 16-minute first game. Wow. It wasn't even like stally or whatever. He was just taking his time picking his move. That's fine. Do what you want. I don't care. Gives me more time to talk to you guys. But yeah, I'm so excited for Ultra Sun. Really cool team. Looks like a Jam-Bad team if this was Gastrodon. Like, legitimately looks like a Jam-Bad team if that was Gastrodon. Lando. Kartana puts in a lot of work. Bulu has this ultimate switch in. Tyranitar might be my way of winning, but I have to weaken size and total. We're gonna leave Landers because it does live an HP Ice from ew, 24. It lives an HP Ice from Coco. And I'll just Earthquake right here. Always. Like I always Earthquake Coco. Always. Get that giant threat out of here. Especially if you want to start sweeping with Halucha, which you definitely can. That's actually bad. There is some potential to lose. That doesn't do that much. I bet you my Magearna eats anyway. Bulu is good, but not the best. If he can't Swords Dance again, right? Okay, so assuming Magearna lives, right? That's what I'm going off of. Assuming Magearna lives, +2 high jump kick from Halucha. Lucha, OU Electricity, +2. That's a roll, but I think that's the roll I have to take. I think that's a roll I have to take, because I was thinking about switching, but if he SD'd up again, I lost. Like right there. Well, unfortunately, this is the roll I have to take, and I'm pretty sure as well I have to go for Flurk. So there's a lot riding on this turn. Electric Terrain boosted Volt Switch, though, should knock him out, and regular Volt Switch should knock him out, too. And he gets the roll. Pretty sure this outspeeds my entire team. If he misses high jump kick, he's going to take 50 anyway, so I have to Dragon... That's crazy. This Mon, dude, is too good. I'm going to Dragon Dance up. If he has Drain Punch, I lost anyway. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, so what I had to do there... The roll was in my favor to live, because that's Adamant +2, but he obviously got it. But what I had to do there was switch out and try and go in, but the risk of him SDing up again, as well as getting... like, if he got +3, I auto lost. That's crazy, though. Some matchups, Halucha is ridiculous versus. Now, I understand why he made the play. Like, and I had to HP Ice earlier on, too. To 2-hit KO him. To at least threaten him for later. Garchomp plus Lopunny. Ugh, what a scary team to face. He's Feral, too. Alright, so this gives me rocks up early, so that forces Defog later, and I can SD up with my Kartana after this. So we'll definitely get up our rocks here. Ideally, you don't have knockoff. Good. Even if you do, that's fine. I'm going to go directly into Kartana here. Avoid a knockoff and whatnot. And we're just going to all-out pummeling that Celesteela immediately. Just going to all-out pummeling it immediately. The point of it is to weaken this because the Tyranitar can definitely win. I don't care if he protects. If he doesn't, I'm going to do a ton. If this is Podef, this might actually die. And I get a crit. I don't know if it mattered. I'm not going to bother calculating it. I know that was lucky. Like, I respect that was luck. So Latias comes out. Mega Latias with HP Fire? No, you have... Are you actually HP Fire Lati? What the hell? Why go Lati? Where did you go Lati? Drop a Draco. Oh. Alright, so with HP Fire here, assuming the Ferrothorn will want to come out. And it's funny because whenever Ferrothorn comes out, I can just go directly into Kartana. Oh, actually, I don't even have to. I'll just HP Fire again. I didn't realize how much that did. That don't matter. Do it again. Like, if I weaken Keldeo, he loses to +1 Tyranitar. I mean, I have to weaken Lopunny as well. And Garchomp could be Scarf. Don't get the roll there. That's fine. Gets off a Leech Seed. We're just going to go directly into our Kartana right here. And then SD into Defog. He could go Keldeo now or Garchomp, but we'll find out if it's Scarf by staying in. Just protects. I'm SD up. You should protect again. I think if you protect the first time, you're going to protect again. Actually, I'll Defog. Yeah, well, this is a good opportunity to get rid of rocks. And then I can knock him out with Sacred Sword. Assuming it does that. I have 461 attack. I don't even... This is a 90 base power attack. Doubled in power because super effective. There's no way this is not knocking him out. And you know what? I don't have to deal with rocks. I'm fine with that. Because I get up rocks versus Garchomp and Lopunny with my Landers. So I'm definitely fine with that. The Kartana just opening up a door early. But yeah, Hawlucha, it's really this is something I've thought about and as well as noticed. What? Huh? I went for all out pummeling, bro. What was I going? I wasn't gonna SD up there. He just gave me Lopunny. Are you Scarf Garchomp? You better pray you're Scarf Garchomp, bro. I don't understand. Just go Gren here and click Ice Beam. Knocks out Garchomp. Should 2 KO Ferrothorn. Stab Protean. He should 2 KO. Barely. Ew. I'm going for it again anyway. You go Keldeo and then I'm gonna win this game with Ice Beam in the late game anyway. Yeah, I already know that's not about to KO, but I'm going for it again. This is actually a bad play because if he got off the Gyro Ball, I could have lost, but I did 25 before. I'm assuming his stab, I would have done 25 again. Keldeo comes out. Bulu. I just get to click Wood Hammer. If it's Calm Mind, then I'll swap. Just goes for Surf. That's Specs, Jesus. 39%. Yeah, so I actually get to Horn Leech here, and I get recovery enough on Lottie that I can't 2 KO me with Psyshock, or I get the kill on Keldeo. Keldeo still could have been a legitimate problem, but that's crazy though how much Kartana put in, or how much work Kartana put in, and could actually do the same thing in this game too, assuming I get rid of Celesteal up. So hazards are nice in this game. We're gonna lead Grin and get up a Spike early on. I can see Clefable as a lead, but I get up a Spike for helping my Kartana, and he only has, I guess, potentially T-Spikes, but Kartana isn't affected by that. Mega Tyranitar is also amazing in this game too. But Greninja is just great versus Lando. Pretty much everything on his team. I like how I named one. Lando Tran, potential Greninja as well. But I do want Spike. Well, he does have Spikes as well, excuse me. Have fun. He does have Spike as well if it is Greninja. So, leads off with Lando. You should switch like always. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna risk me being Scarf Greninja. We're just gonna risk me being Scarf Greninja and just knocking you out right there. That's fine though. I get up a Spike, which is what I wanted. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna do the exact same thing. If he's gonna Spike himself, and assuming he specs Grin, I actually want to go Tyranitar and start setting up. I'm gonna do it. Let's see what he double out into. Double out to landers, which is fair. It could be Scarf Stealth Rock, but I always go with my own landers here. Why do you let Greninja take the hit though? Yeah, and weakening it with Rocky Helmet too is so nice. I guess Gren is coming out. I think he was expecting my Magearna there. So Gren comes out, definitely going for a Hydro Pump here, or a Spike. I mean, either way, Magearna is always my switching. And Gren has been weakened, which is pretty cool. That is definitely either Z or Specs Gren, and that crit is annoying. Unfortunate, mainly, but the Volt Switch, it doesn't matter if you go Landers. There goes Toxapex. So, I want to say this is the best play, even though it lets in Celesteela. Mainly because I get recovery on my Magearna. Well, I don't deal with Celesteela well with this team. Just gonna Wood Hammer. I really don't deal with Celesteela too well with this team. Bulu can click Wood Hammer, but he has Heat Ran and Celesteela. Yeah, I don't deal with it well. I'm not gonna bother. I want to weaken it at least for Tyranitar. And avoid Leech Seeds, obviously. The Celesteela gets back up to full by staying in, but I do get a Brock Switch pressure the Landers. I'm assuming he's going to Heavy Slam here. Yep. Nice. So it will get pretty much back up to full, unfortunately, but at least we get a Brock Switch pressure him. I'm assuming he's just going to double Leech Seed, maybe. I hate this mod. U-turn here. There's no point in hard switching. Because if he double Leech Seeds anyway, he's not going to protect and get recovery. It'd be nice if my opponent actually hard switched and then I get the U-turn off on something. Stealth Arc and Spike are definitely going to be nice though. Greninja has limited switch-ins. Same thing with Tran. It's just this court. I love how the back row, I'm going to call it back row. I love how the back row he has. It just keeps everything intact, man. This is Scarf. That has to be Scarf Landers. Oh god. This mon is such a pain. I'm gonna have to just hit him hard. Renew a Bulu just to get recovery. The Flamethrower doesn't do much. I think it's in my favor just to knock out or at least hurt this Celesteela with Superpower, because like even though this mon can deal with Toxapex and does not care, like this is way too much of a problem for me to deal with in this game. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We go T-Tar here. Just start Dragon Dancing up, doing what we have to do. Hard Lando, huh? Hard Lando with Grassy Terrain up. Don't know how I feel about that, buddy. I am definitely going to go for an Earthquake, a Dragon Dance again. I mean, I understand that he's U-turning out, but now that I'm +2, I am fast and everything. And with the fact that I'm getting Grassy Terrain recovery, the fact that he switched out his Celesteela, which is at half, by the way, it dies to Fire Punch now at +1. I mean, Toxapex is going to be able to haze, but he goes Clef. So I'm out of range of Moonblast from Clefable. Assuming Stone Edge does connect, I 2-hit KO him. Yeah, easily. Like I said, I was out of range. Shout out to the Grassy Terrain, man. Clef should die to a +1. Then again, I'm not sure with Grassy Terrain helping him too. Tyranitar. Clefable. 32 to 38. Go for Edge again. Connect, buddy. Connect, my friend. Please. I'd appreciate it. Just want to get rid of this Clefable. I would go for the roll, but it's not in my favor. I mean, it's about equal, but yeah. If we're going to connect Stone Edge, it's going to be now anyway. At least we're able to break through Clef, most likely. Greninja's definitely a giant threat, which can Water Shuriken me. That's something I got to be careful about. Because that's something I can lose to. I think Greninja dies to a +1. Ice Punch is 41, 35, yeah. That's not bad. You have no switch-ins, what are you doing? Like, you actually have no switch-ins. So I'm not sure what he's thinking about doing. It's either dodge this and then go... I think maybe he's calcing Grin. Why don't they have Ash Grin as, like... Why isn't Ash Grin here? It's in sand, outside of sand. It's 3 hits does an average. Alright, so we get rid of Clefable. There's one more turn of sand, so I can actually get rid of Greninja as well. I mean, you should go Toxapex. But a +1 Stone Edge into neutral Stone Edge will also knock out Toxapex, so I'm not sure. I mean, not like I have another choice but to click Stone Edge. So... Hey, and we get a crit on Toxapex. That really feels satisfying. I mean, obviously it sucks for my opponent, but it feels good to get that crit on Toxapex. I'm not gonna lie. So Water Shuriken would come out here. I gotta be careful not to lose to this. We're gonna go out into Magearna on the Water Shuriken. I think we're gonna double out Tyranitar now, expecting. Yep, Heat Rain. So, again, I gotta be really careful not to lose to Greninja spamming Water Shuriken. Do we see Z move on Tran? Nope, we see Leftovers. Nice. I'm not dragging this thing up, bro. I'm clicking Stone Edge. This is a strong move. That's not knocking me out. I'm a Mega Tyranitar, bro. And we connected all our Stone Edges today? Whoa. It's funny because I can still lose to Celesteela. It's actually hilarious. Just because of its recovery and stuff like that. Though I don't mind if his Greninja comes in and gets the kill. Goes Lando. I think my own Landers is the best way to not give... or to not give his Landers a way of winning in the late game, but it also gives Celesteela. I want to keep my Sand alive for Greninja. Magearna. Wow, I'm min speed Magearna too. That's bad. That is bad. Alright, we're gonna go Kartana here. You should protect. Just gonna all out Pummeling immediately. Yeah, I don't think he would protect there on the chance of a setup. And at least we weaken Celesteela. Flamethrower knocks me out, but I can go out to Tyranitar and knock him out with the Fire Punch, or at least weaken him for Greninja's Ice Beam, which is what I'm going for right now. Would you actually allow me to Dragon Dance up? I don't think you would. But, I mean, even if you do, like I said, I weaken him for Greninja's Ice Beam, which is the play. Are you going to switch out? That is some damage, boy. Alright, Grin. Ice Beam time, here it is. I'm naive too, huh? There's actually potential that I lose to Ash Grin. It's funny. Ice Beam time, buddy. Don't get that double protect. I need you to get this, friend. I need you to get this, my friend. I need you to get this. Nice. Let's go! Broken Pokemon taking each other on. Lando? Why would you go Lando first? You saw... Trying to lock himself in the Water Shuriken, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't knock me out. Sandstorm damage ends here too. I don't know why you go Lando first, but he did. So he has to go for Water Shuriken here. And Ice Beam does knock out Grin, so I have to go for Ice Beam. Assuming that was Specs, of course. Oh, didn't even go for it. Alright, well I won. That's a good game. Alright, well, that was a little anticlimactic. I wanted to see if the Water Shuriken would do it for my opponent. But in any case, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. All Pummeling Kartana. Put in a lot of work this live. Tyranitar as well, put in a lot of work that game, like the crits and whatnot. Mon is ridiculous. Like even in a metagame where Lopunny's around, like it's just so good. But of course, if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.